Hi, I'm Ellen. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning, I'm truly glad you came back. Dear little Ellen, I know you're reading this under your covers with a flashlight, wondering why everyone else seems to have figured out how to be human while you feel like you're speaking a different language. I know you think there's something wrong with you, that you're too much or not enough, or just different in all the wrong ways. I know you're tired of crying for reasons you can't explain, tired of feeling everything so deeply it hurts. I know the school cafeteria feels like chaos, that birthday parties overwhelm you, that you hide in bathroom stalls just to breathe. I know you think everyone else got a manual for being normal, that you somehow missed. But there isn't anything wrong with you. There never was. And someday, you'll understand why being you was always the point. I remember how the school cafeteria felt like being inside a thunderstorm. All that noise, those bright lights, the chaos of voices crashing over you like waves. I remember how you learned that bathroom stalls made perfect, quiet sanctuaries. How you'd count tiles and breathe slowly until the world felt manageable again. There was so much shame in needing those escapes, wasn't there? You thought hiding meant you were weak, but really, you were just learning to take care of yourself in a world that felt too loud, too bright, too much. I remember the birthday parties where you'd smile and pretend to have fun while feeling completely overwhelmed by all the energy around you. How you'd rather read books than play party games. How you felt guilty for preferring quiet corners to crowded rooms. You thought that made you antisocial, broken somehow, but it just meant you processed the world differently. And those endless nights lying awake, feeling everything so intensely, wondering why the smallest things could make you cry or feel so deeply. You thought you were too sensitive, too emotional, too much for this world. The loneliness was the hardest part, wasn't it? Feeling like an alien in your own life, especially during those teenage years when fitting in felt like survival. You became such a talented performer, laughing at jokes you didn't find funny, pretending to love things that drained you, wearing a mask that became heavier each day. You learned to mask your sensitivity, to pretend you were fine with crowds and chaos, and all the things that made your nervous system scream. You got so good at performing normal that you started losing pieces of who you really were. You convinced yourself that your depth was a problem to solve, not a gift to treasure. But somewhere along the way, something began to shift. Maybe it started as just a whisper, a tiny voice that wondered if everyone else was wrong instead of you. Maybe it was the first time someone told you that sensitivity was a superpower, not a flaw. Maybe it was discovering that there were others like you, that you weren't the only one walking through this world feeling like you had no skin. You started questioning if maybe, just maybe, the world was wrong instead of you. You began to see that your ability to feel deeply meant you could love deeply, create deeply, understand others in ways that shallow hearts never could. Those tears you were always ashamed of, they were proof of your enormous capacity for empathy and compassion. That need for quiet, it was your soul's way of protecting the gentle spirit that made you extraordinary. Your preference for books over parties, it was because you understood that real connection happens in depth, not in crowds. All those nights you felt too much, they were preparing you to hold space for others who felt the same way. Every bathroom hideout was you learning to honor your needs instead of ignoring them. Every moment you felt different was actually you being exactly who you were meant to be. The qualities that made you feel broken, Your deep empathy, your intuition, your ability to see beauty in small things became the ones that made you extraordinary. Your sensitivity wasn't something to fix. It was your superpower, hidden in plain sight. In a world that celebrates loudness, your quiet wisdom was revolutionary. You were never the problem. The world just wasn't built for hearts like yours. And that's not your fault. But hearts like yours are exactly what this world needs. They always have been. You were meant to feel deeply in a shallow world, to love gently in a harsh world, to see beauty where others see ordinary. Every tear, every overwhelmed moment, every time you felt too much, it was all preparing you to become who you are now. Someone who understands that sensitivity is not weakness, but the deepest form of strength. Someone who knows that taking care of your gentle heart isn't selfish, it's essential. Someone who can hold space for other sensitive souls who are still learning to love themselves. Sweet, sensitive Ellen, you are not too sensitive, too quiet, too much, or too little. You are exactly who you were meant to be, and the world needs hearts like yours more than you know. All those years you spent trying to be someone else, they were just practice for becoming exactly who you are now. Your sensitivity is not your weakness, it's your strength. Your depth is not your burden, it's your gift. Your need for quiet is not antisocial, it's self-care. Your tears are not too much, they're proof of your beautiful open heart. You were never broken, never wrong, never too much for this world. You were just a butterfly, trying to live in a world that only understood caterpillars. But butterflies don't apologize for needing to fly. I'm proud of you. I'm sorry no one told you sooner that you were perfect just as you were. And I can't wait for you to finally, fully meet yourself. The real you that was always worth loving. You're going to be okay. More than okay. You're going to be wonderful. Thanks for being here. I hope this helped, even in some small way. If it did, maybe stay with me a little longer. This next video might help even more.